this weekend we took a step. I thought Saturday we did not execute defensively very well. They got all the looks they wanted. So that was more of a disappointing game, I would say, for us. But then on Sunday, I really thought the defensive urgency picked up. We made them take tougher shots. They made some tougher shots. But just to have this younger team in a close game like that, I mean, both were pretty close games back and forth, is great for us. We're learning every single game. Not to make excuses, but we didn't even get a preseason. We haven't got to go 5-on-5 barely at all. So we're putting things together as we go here and finally getting some lineups together and I think we're heading in the right direction. Now we need to have a great, productive week of practice because we got a couple more tough games this weekend. Yeah, sometimes it is. I'll get frustrated at certain things and then be like, oh, that's a freshman. That's a freshman mistake. And I did that as a freshman for sure. And part of that is learning our defensive principles, executing some things like late game or sophomores or things like that because we are pretty young. But I do think they're super capable players, as we've seen. I mean, Kendall coming up with double-doubles, scoring in double figures. She hits big shots. She plays super confident. Danny playing point guard as a sophomore and first year getting significant minutes, is doing a good job taking care of the ball for us. So we'll get there. I truly believe that this team has put in so much time and their chemistry is so good. So I know as we get to play together more, we're going to be just fine. Yeah, I think a huge piece is the mindset. She has that confidence, even if she misses a shot or has a defensive mistake, that she has the right mindset of, okay, I'm going to get the next one. I'm going to make the next shot. I'm going to get the next stop. So I think that mindset is huge. And then physically, she also just has the capabilities, whether it be getting to the rim, shooting the ball, the length and athleticism defensively. So she brings a lot of things. But I really think the mindset is huge. I think a lot of our players can really learn from that. Confidence is so huge. Bella has really taken on that leadership role ever since the end of last season. I think she's kind of taken the team under her wing and let them know what it takes to be great here. And then she not only says it, she does it. So she's putting in all the extra time. And then in close games, like, she is stepping up for us. We're putting the ball in her hands and making big decisions, and I'll continue to do that. She got a great look late against Duluth that was in and out, and there's nothing you can do there. It was a great shot. There's so many other plays that lead to the win or the loss. But, yeah, she has stepped up as a leader for us in every aspect, and I know she will continue to do so. I think Janie's another one with just, she brings off the floor so much that you don't even see on the floor. Her energy, the way she gets the team together and has just gets people laughing, and that really helps us. She just has that big personality. If you meet her, you'll fall in love with her. But then on the floor, she does bring a good post presence. Defensively, she flies around, gets tips. Offensively, we can get it into her, and she's going to get a great look. She's finishing at a really high percentage, so we want to keep getting her touches in there. But she has the versatility to step out on the perimeter too, if she's in there with Maya or things like that, and she can defend multiple positions. She rebounds really well. So there's a lot of things that she brings to the table too. And again, she's just getting back into playing for being out a couple months here. So getting her legs under her lungs back, all of that. So we haven't seen the highest ceiling of what she can do either. Absolutely. I think she can help relieve some of the pressure from Bella where we can go to her late game. I think Kendall, as a freshman, I'm not worried putting the ball in her hands late game. When we get to that situation again, we have other options, and we won't be afraid to use them. She's getting it, for sure. She's a great player, and she's going to ask me if she has questions and what I think, and that's huge for a point guard, just making sure you're on the same page as the coach and knowing what I want and things like that. And she's great with all of that type of stuff, making sure we're staying in communication with what we're looking for. So, yeah, I definitely trust the ball in her hands. I don't know what her assist-to-turnover ratio is, but I know it's high, and we've been getting pressured a lot and things like that. So, yeah, completely trust the ball in our hands. It's going to be tough. I think Concordia is 5-0, and Winona's 4-1, and they've both played some of the same teams of the teams we just played and beat them. So they're good. Concordia, really athletic guards that can shoot it and get to the rim, and then their post players are long. So it'll be tough, but I'm excited just because, as I've said, we're just starting to put things together, and as we get another week to practice and we have those close games under our belt, we're only going to get better and better. We get to play at home, always helps in the wood gym with our fans. So excited to get back here and just take one more step, get better each day in practice, and then see where we're at. I'm going to say two things, and one, we did take a step Saturday to Sunday last week, is defensive execution. That is so huge. We've been giving up so many points per game, and some of it's tough shots, which we'll live with, but a lot of it's just like not getting to our defensive rotations, not getting to like the ball screen assignments that we're doing. So that's going to be huge for us. And then the other thing, we've been out-rebounded just about every single game. I mean, rebounding is so huge. And we have to be able to pursue the ball. I think a big part of that is heart and toughness. We can't get out-rebounded by 20. We had a 4-point game, and we got out-rebounded by 20. So a couple things will shore up for this weekend.